Coming to you today from Yaktangi Park, this guy right here is Doug Blue. He is the lead shooter for this whole shooting match today, the Chillicothe fireworks display. And Doug, we want to give folks an opportunity to learn a little bit more about what you have here prior to seeing what the show does tonight.
Well, what we have here is this year's show is of course $50,000. So it's $10,000 more than last year. So you have the body of the show is beefed up more. The finale's beefed up more. Some of the differences from last year, this show has been 100% scripted with the music, and it'll be fired basically with a push of a button, and we'll all get to watch it together.
Yeah, that has to be a big difference, to be able to push a button, then stand back and just watch.
It's a huge difference. A lot of times you're doing a hand-fired show. The person that's hand firing never sees a shell burst.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing if you're running a computer fired show, but it's still manual push buttons.
Mm-hmm.
That person's just pushing buttons, never gets to necessarily see a shell. So this will be different this year.
Yeah, and even with the non-synced show and you're shooting it manually, you have to anticipate what the music's going to do, right?
Yes, you spend a lot of time listening to the soundtrack, placing the shell. Grant Miller, who does our scripting for this show, spends an inordinate amount of time listening to that soundtrack and thinking, okay, I want a shell there, or I want this effect here, and it really is a lot of work. But if you love to do it, which Grant does, it just makes the whole show look better. It's visually appealing, and hopefully you see some different things tonight.
All right, we're just about ready to rock. Now, granted, while we're doing this, it's probably 6:30, thereabouts. So we still have a few hours before showtime. But we want to give people an idea to see what it looks like that they can't get up close and see.
So out here in front of you is the finale. It also consists of the cakes that are out in the very front. To our left, there are 3 pods. 2 of them are here to our left, and 1 of them is to our right. And the idea is to be able to shoot multiple effects from each pod. 2 shells at a time, 3 shells at a time, 1 shell at a time. And you'll see that if you got the soundtrack, one of the things you want to look for is how close are the shells to that beat of that music. That's the art of choreographing a display to music, is how closely can you get that shell to burst to that beat of the music.
And what kind of shells do we have? I mean, we've seen them with stars in the middle, flower effects and everything else.
You'll see peonies, chrysanthemums, salutes, which is always my favorite, especially with the finale.
Yeah.
It's just a number of different effects that you'll see tonight with shells. You'll probably even see some patterned shells, maybe a smiley face or a heart. Just a variety of different effects.
And the show itself is going to be a little over 20 minutes, and so all of this is going to go up in the sky in a matter of 20 minutes. That's pretty incredible itself.
Yep, it really is. I was trying to do the math on the finale, and what you see in the 3 pods, the finale actually has more shells, and that goes up in 55 seconds.
Wow. So hang on and get ready for a great ride tonight. That's a Chillicothe fireworks display for 2023. Doug, thank you very much. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Coming up, how about we see the show? It's next.
This is Andy Tomlinson. When ensuring what's important to you, our agents are there when you need us the most. Tomlinson Insurance, for the best coverage at the best cost. Visit us online at tomlinsonins.com to learn more.